so Olympic weightlifting and power snatch, power clean, and how do we apply it to our current training program or our sport, and why is it beneficial? So guys, before we jump into it, my name's Coach Ben. Around town, most people know me as Coach Speedy. Olympic weightlifting is one of my hobbies, passions. I've lifted at World Masters and I've lifted at New Zealand Nationals 3 times. Yeah, so, but in the sport of Olympic weightlifting, I am by no means good. I am not very strong at all. There are plenty of lifters out there in my weight class that are just phenomenally strong. If I could pick a sport that I would naturally be worst at, it would probably be Olympic weightlifting. I am very slow twitch muscle fiber. Olympic weightlifting requires very fast twitch muscle fiber. I'm not very explosive. Olympic weightlifting requires you to be very explosive. I think that's what draws me to it. Because I suck so much at it, I like to get good at what I suck at. I'll never be the best, but hopefully I can coach the best. And go through a little bit of a wrist roll. Turn those wrists inside out. Anyone know the importance of an Olympic weightlifting shoe for ollie lifting? Ankle mobility, yeah. They got like a nice big heel raise, so it gives you like artificial mobility, which really, really helps. Cool, rotate that back. So holding a bar overhead, especially in that wide snatch grip position, requires really good wrist mobility. So keep your wrists flat on the ground, rock forward, rock back. Go through a couple more times on each side for me. All right, these next ones are called frog squats. Really good for opening up the hip. So get your feet in your regular squatting stance. Take your elbows inside your knees. Drive your knees out. Bring your chest up so you get your spine engaged already. Pull your butt down, chest up. Think like a perfect squat position at the bottom. And then pop your hips back. Try to keep your spine flat and you'll feel your hamstring bite. So you're going hamstrings, quads. Hamstrings, quads. You're just working between those two positions. Just work at your level. And relax and stand. Right, we need some bars. So everybody grab a bar that's in the room. Females grab the 15 kilo bar. Men, go grab yourself a 20 kilo bar. Right, other than the color, anyone know the difference between the two bars? Men's bar is thicker, 20 kilo bar. Female's bar is slightly thinner. I think from memory it's 28.2 mil and 26 mil. Don't need to worry about that. There's a 5 kilo weight difference. But you also have a flex to weight difference as well. So with a men's bar, if you've ever seen like in the Olympics when they get the bar up here, before they jerk, you see like a flex in the bar and the plates. So relative to what a male bar would flex at 100 kilos, 70% of that, 70 kilos on a female bar will flex the same ratio. If you put 100 kilos on a female bar and 100 kilos on a male bar, the female bar would flex at a greater ratio. Those guys, I'm not good enough, but those guys are good enough that when they do the jerks, they can use that flex in the bar. They can feel that whip, same in the snatch. So it's a technical thing at the very, very top end. But all you guys need to know is there's basically a 5 kilo weight difference and the female bars are a little bit thinner. You're going to pick up the bar in our snatch grip position with your hands just outside that end line. So pick the bars up now to your hips. Cool, and we're just going to get a wee feel for the bar. So a rough measurement for our contact point, if you pick a knee up, the bar shouldn't go up or down the body, right? So you should be able to pick a knee up and it should stay there. Yeah, so we'll get your hands much wider, bro. Yep. Good, good, cool. Awesome. Now the grip we use in Olympic weightlifting is called a hook grip, which absolutely sucks. So you're going to tuck your thumb under and then grip the bar so it would look like that. So grip your thumb around the bar and everyone hold that position. If it feels shit, you're doing it right. Good. Okay, so that is the strongest grip in Olympic weightlifting. The reason is when you're explosive off the ground, you don't want to have any slippage in your grip. If you explode with absolute power and you slip even a millimeter, that's going to make a difference in how high you can pull the bar before you get under it. So right now, pop the bar overhead. Cool. Lock out those arms. Armpit faces forward, elbow pit faces up, and hold that overhead position. Let your wrist cock back slightly, and it's going to feel a little bit more comfortable. Press into it. Try and lock out these elbows for me, bro. Squeeze the bar. I want to see everyone's armpits. I'm going to keep you there for about another 30 seconds. Good. Brace nice and tight. Lock out the joint. You should feel nice and balanced. If I come and look at you side on, that bar will be over the center of the foot, over the heel. Probably a little wider, bro, because you've got real long arms. Yeah. Lock out your elbows. Cool. Pull the bar forward a little bit. Yeah, there. Cool. Whenever we teach the snatch, we teach with the least complicated part of the snatch first, which is from here. So this is called a high hang snatch. Then we go to a hang snatch. So further more movement makes it a little bit more complicated. And then we go from the ground, which is just known as a snatch or a full snatch. The difference between a power snatch and a power clean versus a full snatch and a full clean is just the receiving position. So a power snatch receives above parallel, where a full snatch receives below parallel. When we teach Olympic weightlifting, the order we teach it in is mobility, speed, and then strength. What we know about strength training is it makes you slow and it makes you tight, right? Which negates this first two. So we do mobility first. We make sure you can hit a really deep squat, you can hold perfect overhead position. Then we have a lightweight and we teach you how to move fast through that position. And then we get you strong and start adding weight so you never ever miss a lift. That's the order of Olympic weightlifting. The order everyone wants to learn it is in reverse. They want to come into the gym, they want to ego lift, they want to put 10 on the bar day one, right? And then give me this ugly ass version of a snatch and hope they don't hurt their shoulder. And if they do, they blame the sport, not their own ego, right? But I don't think ACC would cover an ego claim. Already, you're starting to realize how you can create height out of the bar, not by pulling your arms, but by driving with your legs. Essentially, it's jumping mechanics, right? Next position, we go dip, high elbows, I call it Scarecrow, and then we're gonna land in this quarter overhead squat position. But we're gonna learn the overhead squat position first. So pick up your bars to your hips, get that nice good grip, just take the bar all the way overhead. Good, nice wide grip. Remember, armpit faces forward, elbow pit faces the ceiling, cock your wrist back slightly, go to where you like to squat, big deep breath in, find something to focus on, and give me a quarter squat, and freeze. Elbows locked out, press tall into the bar. That is gonna be your catch position. Stay there, close your eyes for me, feel the balance. Keep your eyes shut. You should feel 50-50 between your heel and your toe. Nice and balanced in your feet, and stand. Bring your feet in, bring it to your chest, flick it over, catch at your hip. Nice, bar on the ground. Knuckles down, shoulders back, big deep breath in, feet where you like to jump. Right, so 2 pulls first. So dip, elbows. Good, dip, elbows. Good, ready, dip, catch. Stand, feet in, bar back down. Here you should feel your hamstrings bite. There should be like a lot of tension. Your shoulders should be in front of the bar. Slide it up your thighs, come back to your high hang, but you haven't fully stood up. So your knees are still a little soft, but the bar's right in the hip. Slide back over to your knees. Feel the hamstring? Good. Back up to your hip. Stand, shrug, elbows. Yeah, it's a bit heavy. Dip. Ready to catch? Dip. Knees, catch. Stand, feet, shoulders, ground. Nice. This position from the ground to your knees is where most mistakes happen. The shoulder needs to stay over the bar, but the angle of the spine remains the same off the floor. Usually, they open up early, or you give me the stripper snatch and you pop your butt first, right? When you do that one, though, like, you got to make eye contact. So that pull off the floor, we like to say patient. Stay over the bar, stay extremely patient. Then the hip comes through, then you get tall, then you receive the weight, right? Knees, so now we're in the hang, feel the hamstring. Keep the spine angle the same, squat, freeze, feel mid-shin. Go to the top of your knees, squat, mid-shin. Squat, mid-shin. You give me that stripper squat, so come up evenly. Yes, mid-shin. Oh wait, where are we at now? Go to your hang, back down, mid-shin, back to your hang, and stand up. Good, bars on the ground. Woo. Good, scarecrow. Nice. Dip, knees, squat, mid-shin, slow, top of the knees, scarecrow. Good, now we're gonna snatch. Dip, top of the knees, hands wider, Jay. Yep, squat, mid-shin, slow, top of the knees, snatch. Stand, feet, shoulders, ground. Nice work. So when I dress the bar, I'm thinking balls of my feet underneath the barbell. So it means when you go to your setup position, your shins, or the hairs on your shins are going to be touching it. From that position there, if you get your feet exactly in line, when you pick up the bar, everything is going to be nice and even. If you're a little bit off, and then you snatch it overhead, everything's going to be off, or it's going to contact wrong. So I get nice and set, I get my body into position. Notice how my back is round at the moment. I lock my knuckles down, big deep breath in, and I get set into that snatch stance. From here, the weight comes off the floor, it's staying over the middle of my feet the entire time, now in my hang position. Then I start to open out, I'm in that high hang position, you go through scarecrow and catch, and then you're in that power position. Stand, again, the bar is still over the center of my feet, walk the feet back in, bring the bar back down, still over the center of the feet, right? So we'll go from the high hang, the whole set will look like this. So you'll just deadlift, get nice and comfortable, right? We're gonna dip and then do one scarecrow to get a feel for the weight. Then we'll do one snatch, bring it back down. Then we'll dip, then we'll go to our second position, which is our hang. We'll do one snatch, back down, dip. Third position, we're gonna touch the floor, maintain tension, and then snatch. Cool? So it's kind of 4 lifts. Right, we're gonna do one scarecrow to get a feel for it. So dip, high pull. Good. Now chuck it overhead. That's all right. Stand, back down, take it to your hips, make sure those feet are back in. Dip, knees, snatch. Stand, feet, shoulders, hips, knees. Nice. Cool. Hit. Snatch. Freeze. Stand. Weight down. Good. Snatch. Stand, weight down. Now best poppy. Good. Yeah, much better. Now we're going to go to the power clean. The power clean is much faster to teach now that you already know the snatch. The positions for the start are exactly the same in the body. We're just going to adjust the hand position. The catch position, however, is going to be a quarter front squat. In the front rack position, she can keep a full grip on the bar, so it means the bar is mid-palm, and have the elbow up parallel to the ground, and have the bar on the shoulders, right? And it doesn't appear to be a struggle. What happens is when you're really tight, so just let that roll to your fingertips, is you'll get yourself in that position, and then if the elbows drop, because of lack of mobility, all the load goes into the wrist, which we don't want. Cool, and relax, weight down. Pick up the bar, take it to your hips, and make sure you hook grip for me. Good, and we're just gonna take the bar down to our hang, top of the knees. Exactly the same position as the snatch. The shoulders are in front of the bar in this position. Stand up for me. Good. Toes, shrug. Nice. Back down. Dip. Knees. Good. Stand. Toes, shrug. Nice. Do it a little bit faster. Knees, stand, shrug. Feel how the elbows kind of already want to bend, right? They just naturally bend. And I don't want an upright row. I want that natural pattern to happen, because what's going to happen is you actually pull your body down and under to meet the bar. you don't lift the bar up to let it drop on top of you. That's a real common error. So you want to think about pulling your body down and under to get to it. Dip, knees, eyes forward, jump land, freeze, feet in, elbows, stand, feet, hip, good, one more, knees, go, stand, feet in, weight down, awesome. So address the bar, grip, butt down, chest up, eyes forward, go, freeze, elbows up, stand, feet in, bars go to your hips, back down to the ground. Nice. That's one. Shake it out. Down and set. Go. Stand. Down. Good. So how to add Olympic weightlifts to your current programming, right? If you're learning it for the first time, you want the sets to be high and the reps to be low. So a movement like this requires maximal power and really, really high technique. If you're doing 3 sets of 10 repetitions, your form and your technique is going to break down in those later reps. Therefore, you're learning incorrectly. Another thing I like to use, and I always come back to this, 1 cue, 1 lift, right? The bar really close, eyes up. I want you to do a full clean. And go. Jump land, elbows up, chest up, eyes forward. Bring your feet a little bit closer together and stand. And weight down. Good. Do you think he just got really freaking overwhelmed because I dropped like 50 different cues at him? And he's like, bro, I don't even know what you want me to do, right? So here's a much better approach. Right, address the bar for me. You're going to do 1 power clean. Stand. Cool. Bar down. Now the athlete is deloaded because he's not standing there while you're trying to cue him. Anyone notice the biggest flaw? What was the biggest mistake he did? Before that even. It was during the pull. Yeah, the bar probably got about that far away. So now I give him 1 cue to fix that. Keep the bar close. Chest up there. That's better. Nice. Cool. You've got real good ankle range, man. Yeah. Makes it good for this sport. Good. Jump land. Go. Awesome. Good. Back down to the ground. So the only thing I'll change is, yeah. Yes. Those elbows were so aggressive. I love it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.